Hey home bakers, it's Jack here at bakewithjack.co.uk, and you might be wondering why in some instances bread is scored before the final proof when in others it's done after. And if that's you, then we'd better roll that theme tune. Sunny yesterday. 2 minutes ago it was cloudy and full of rain. Hello to you and welcome back to the Bake with Jack YouTube channel, where I make videos to help you make bread. And scoring a loaf of bread just after you shaped it when it's still firm before the final proof is a way less risky way of doing it. But just for the record, I would never fully puff up a loaf of bread and then slash it, because that would surely result in its disappointing demise, deflation, followed by a crazy panic to get it into the oven in the hope that it might miraculously re-inflate itself. It's never going to happen. Maybe you've been there. Perhaps that led you to me, and so the circle of life is complete. Welcome. If that is how you got here today, you're not alone, because you're often told in a recipe book to do that sort of thing. Let me just pick one out random with my eyes shut off of my bookshelf and see what it says. Leave your loaf to prove until double in size, blah, blah, blah. Using a very sharp knife, make 4 diagonal slashes across the top. You've just been stitched up. But that's not the author's fault. That's not Paul Hollywood's fault, because he is a professional. He knows what it feels like. He follows his instinct when it comes to a place like that for a beginner. You let that puff up really big and then you slice it with a sharp knife off whatever you've got, it's always going to collapse. In my eyes, it's a concept flawed from the very beginning, and so the pre-puff slash has its place. It's for breads that you're proving and baking in a tin or on a tray, like a bloomer or a cob loaf or a sandwich loaf in a tin, for example. Here, in these scenarios, you're letting it puff up to the maximum till it's really delicate, and then you bake it. You get a little bit of jump in the oven, but nothing major. And to give them best chance to puff up to their full potential, we slash it when it's still firm after you've shaped it to increase the surface area so it was able to rise up nice and big before you bake it. Choose yourself a small serrated knife, like, I don't know, a Victorinox tomato knife, available to purchase from the Bake with Jack online shop at bakewithjack.co.uk/shop. And then, after you've shaped your loaf like this bloomer, give it a swift slash across the top on a diagonal angle before the final proof and the final bake. So how do you really get your head around this? Let's compare it to a sourdough loaf, for example, or a baguette, what you slash after. These breads are different because they hold tension inside. We don't puff them up until they get really delicate, because we want the big increase in volume to happen inside of the oven. And that's what results in that rip on the top, that burst, that tear, that classic ear on the top of a sourdough loaf. We want the increase in volume to happen inside the heat in the oven instead of before. The pre-puff slash is a different approach. It's no more or no less. It's practice fit for purpose, resulting in a decorative final loaf. I hope this video has made sense and has helped you out. And don't forget, you can get a tomato knife just like mine from bakewithjack.co.uk/shop, as well as bread knives like mine too, what make loaves into slices of loaves. Seriously though, they're good ones. Listen, thank you so much as always for being here. Thanks for clicking like, thanks for clicking subscribe if you want to stick around. Thanks for buying your bits and bobs from Bake with Jack online shop. Thanks for your ever so kind donations, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye-bye.
And there it is. Hey, those of you who watched last week's video, thank you very much for your help and advice. I found a solution to the brightness in the studio problem, which is to simply ignore it. I hope you enjoyed this week's video and got a lot out of it. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.